Yo, what up, everybody? This is Xavier Fallon, Tone Set of Sports. Yeah, man. Tough loss. Tough loss. We win in dramatic fashion week 4 and lose in dramatic fashion in week 5. Week 5 is now in the books for our Dallas Cowboy fans. And this is a tough one to swallow. I gotta say, it was a close game. Boys played, put themselves in position to win, but could not close the deal. And from my earlier video from this morning, like I said, it's the turn of the tide. It's for better or for worse. And what I meant by that was either going to build on that continuity of winning, or have an inconsistent season, win, lose, and where we win or lose, and really not even really knowing after the Philadelphia Eagles loss, we actually to be the front runners, be in the leading position in the NFC East. You know, depending on what the Hurricanes do. You know, so we have to wait and see. But it was too many plays left on the field. I said it in my morning video. We got to contain Deshaun Watson, and we did a horrible job in containing Deshaun Watson. I don't know what kind of defensive game plan they had on containing Deshaun Watson, but we know that he's a running quarterback. He's a scrambler. And not off design runs. He know how to improvise and pull the ball down when there's no wide receiver open. And he was able to get outside on the edge. He's faster than Dak. And matter of fact, they should be used to a quarterback scrambling out the pocket, because Dak is a scrambler. He's also a quarterback that can run. You would think they would have some familiarity with that. Maybe not the speed, but the familiarity of being able to contain. Because you practice against a quarterback that can run pretty well as well. But one of the most pivotal moments, and it's funny because I was talking on the phone while I was let me go. I digress on that. But going into overtime, no, even better, we got the interception. 10 seconds left on the clock. And I said go to the middle of the field. But they had that covered though. Defensively. I said go to the middle of the field, that's where they went. But in hindsight, they should have stretched the field and had a deep dig route going from the right side to the left side of the field, and had a wide receiver doing an in post going up the middle, while everybody else was stretching the defense by running streak routes. But that's neither here nor there. Now we get the ball in overtime. Now we get ourselves almost in field goal range. He was just a few yards. Now, throw the ball deep. Sack. Deep gets stuck behind the line. On that 3rd down and 1. So now it's 4th and 1. And this is where you come in, Garrett. It's to clap your hands. Just to clap your hands. Decide that he's going to bank on the defense to get a stop. And you know damn well that defense had not stopped the Houston Texans in the fourth quarter at all. At all. They was running the ball. They opened up the running lanes. They was getting their passes through. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson wasn't under pressure. You know, and they was just making mistakes to give us an opportunity to win the game. And they probably would have won the game in regulation if it wasn't for that. If they did get some pressure, and he threw an errant pass, he kind of lollipopped that pass that Xavier Woods intercepted. But Garrett, you played to lose. If you was banking on your defense, why didn't you go for it on fourth down? Because that's banking on your defense, not punting the damn ball. Not punting the damn ball. At least put 3 points up on it. At least go for the first down. And if you don't make it then, at least you're in field goal range to put up 3 and then try and stop their offense by making them go 70 yards down the field. Even though I think they went 80 because it was on the chin. But they didn't have to go 80 because all they needed was a field goal to win. Because if you had at least made a field goal, only thing they could do is they had to score a touchdown. They had to. Now, games can go like this. It was a defensive game. Games can go like this when there's low scores. You know, no continuity on offense on both sides. I don't care how the game goes, but you got to stay in the game when it comes down to it, because when you're in the game, you will know when you have to be ultra aggressive. And that was an executive decision you had to make in overtime when it was 4th and 1. And you telling me you don't have a play that you can go to get 1 damn yard? I don't care if it was 2 or 3 or even 5. Shit. See, no matter how the players play in the game, and when the game is on the line, that is coaching's fault. Because somewhere you didn't make the decision. You second guessed yourself, or you played to lose. And that's exactly what you did. You don't know when to make the proper decisions. Those decisions that really matter when it comes to coaching. Whether it's play calling or when to know to go for it all. And you didn't go for it all. And I know them guys wanted to go for it. I know the offense wanted to go for it. You let the players down on this one. And as you have done in the past. The way it's looking right now, it's not too late. I'm talking to you, Cowboy fans. The way it's looking, projection-wise, that this is going to be an 8-8 season. Another one in Garrett's book. That's exactly what it's looking like. And I thought this win was so pivotal that I thought it could have took us over the hump. No matter when we go into week 6 and the game is still won by 3 points. I said we're going to win ugly this year. Especially if we pull this game out the ass, and it was another ugly win for the taking. And for those fans that's calling for Prescott to be removed or to get another quarterback, that ain't gonna happen. It can happen. And say if they do, we're going to get the same results as I said in my prior videos. I think it may be about 2, maybe 3 videos ago. Dak is still in development. Dak was never supposed to be the starting quarterback. Dak was thrown in there. And he had a wonderful season his rookie year. It was nice. But even then, I thought they should have pulled the plug. Romo should have stayed. Because it took Romo 3 years to get on the field. And what I'm saying, the reason why it's going to be the same result is because the coach does not know how to develop his damn players. It's either he's elite talent or he's going to become a bust or going to be just very average. Because Jason Garrett does not know how to develop talent. Especially on the offensive side. That's what Rod Marinelli knows how to develop his talent. Chris Richard knows how to develop his talent. Now, I think they got to get a little better by letting these guys know y'all got to play the ball. Because we cannot get turnovers, man, and particularly interceptions. Fumbles don't happen like that. Interceptions are more impactful to the game. Man. So the defense plays good. They play sound defense. But when you're out there on the field like that, it has to come to a point in time where you're going to have to take some gambles. You're going to have to gamble. You're going to have to risk trying to intercept the ball. Be smart about it now. You got to be smart about the timing on when you need to do it. But like Byron Jones' situation when he got that pass interference, all you had to do was turn your head. Even if you didn't get the interception, but knock the damn ball away. Knock the ball away as you did, but you got to get your head around, man, and you know that. The defense still has to improve. Because hot boys ain't looking so hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for these guys to turn it up another notch. And if this is a sign, then we're going to be in some trouble. Now, check this out. Now, we've seen 3 things, 3 phases on how we're being played defensively. Okay? One thing we all know has been a struggle is the passing game. So, like Carolina did. They shut down the passing lanes. They shut down the passing lanes and focus on Zeke. Seattle did the same thing. But Zeke had a good game. Zeke had a good game against Detroit, but he opened up the passing lanes. But he had a great game in the past when he got those touches. You know, it opened it up for Swain, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else. So, and that was the point where the defense needed help, needed us to put up points during that Detroit game. You know what I'm saying? Because the defense was getting lit up. So that's two. They clogged up the passing lanes. The defense had to be bailed out because it was on the field too much. Because we met an elite quarterback. And in this game, they shut down the passing lane. I mean, they shut down the running game because Zeke only had 54 yards rushing. I didn't watch the game. I listened to it on the radio, and I didn't hear much about play action. Where did the play action go? Play action could have been used on that fourth down, that fourth and one, or that third and one. They didn't think Zeke was going to get the damn ball. Or the RPO could have worked. They could have set that up. And another thing is this too. While I'm thinking, I'm sorry for the long pause, but I was just thinking, man. Why don't they run a two-back set? I've been talking about this shit for the past few years now. Past couple years, not few. Sorry. Run a two-back set with Rod Smith. Rod Smith is good at catching the ball out the backfield, and Zeke is showing that he can catch the ball out the backfield. You're not utilizing your weapons, man. And y'all need, and if the receivers can't get, the receivers that's on the field right now can't get open. There was a lot of drop passes, and there was some errant throws too. You know, well, Dak has to get better, but that's going to take time. That's going to take for him to gather more, to gain more experience, to be able to hone his skills playing in the pocket. And that's what a quote-unquote offensive genius / former quarterback should know how to Dak should be further along, you would think, if you have a former head coach that was a former QB. You would think so. Don't let you lose your weapons. Can't wait till Bryce Butler get out there. As I say before, it should be Bryce Butler on one end of the wing, Deontay Thompson on the other end. And on the other hand, with Gallup substituting, Hearns playing the slot, playing inside, the hash marks, whatever. I think he runs best, you know, with those in cuts, and whatnot, not stretching the field, along with the tight ends and Cole Beasley. you can run them out of whatever sets, or you can alternate them in different when it comes to 3 wide receiver sets and all that stuff. But when you're in the 4 and 5 wide receiver set, that's how your set should be. Now, I don't want Deontay and Bryce Butler just running street routes only. Gotta chop it up, man. You know, or put Zeke out there in the slot and put Brian Smith in the backfield. Or switch those two up. If you're not gonna run them out the backfield at the same time, you know, in passing and running situations. And now you got a triple threat back there because you got 3 guys in the backfield that can run the damn ball. You got to make the defense think. And you're not doing that. Well, I'm not mad. But a W victory would have been a lot better. It would have made me feel a lot better to pull this one out. And it came down to the coaching. So with that being said, y'all, this is Tone Sutter Sports. Peace. I'm out.